fantasy. It is your steady thing go meet your football needs. Banter from rivalries, he sure you go receive. From EPL to Champions League, your eyes go see. It's footy fantasy, yeah, watching footy fantasy. Footy fantasy. It is your steady thing go meet your football need. Your football need. Banter from rivalries, he sure you go receive. Sure you go receive. From EPL to Champions League, your eyes go see. Your eyes go see. It's footy fantasy. Footy fantasy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Welcome to another episode of the Footy Fantasy Podcast. First episode for the new season, even though it hasn't started yet. Preseason has started. It's your boy Olakwame. You would think I was happy to be here, but I'm not. I am not happy to be here. I'm only here because Ayo made me come here, and I'm just here so I don't get fined. That's all. Here. Exactly. But before we,
why are you inflicting this torture on us? Really,
I don't know. I don't know. I actually don't know.
It's a horrible season, and now we're having to discuss it after we've had the sum up to Wusa.
Exactly. Like it's crazy. I don't even know. I don't know why football is even back. Football should not be back. We shouldn't have to do this. I was telling my brother after the last season was over, like, rapture should happen before the new season comes, because I don't want to see the new season. I need the second coming of the Lord. But apparently he said no, so we got to go to the new season. Anyway, housekeeping, ladies and gentlemen, we are on YouTube. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button, share the video. Like the video.
Road
to growing.
Okay. Make sure you tell
road
them. We're almost
road
to
to 2K. Road to 2K. We're on Twitter, Footy AD Fantasy, Instagram, Fantasy Footy, and that intro music, Soji made it. His tag is right there, SJ Music. My brother Yemi is here. Big man, big coach. What's going on, bro? You all right?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Is that a Manchester City jersey?
Oh, no. I don't like them. I love their game. I don't like their jersey.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure, because I needed to know if we need to take you to court. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah.
No, it's not the Man U jersey. So.
Oh, okay. All right. But always good to see you, coach. Always good to see you.
Yeah, me, not coach.
Nah, you're a coach. Chudy, what's going on, brother? We die here. You look like you're dying, bro.
Hey man, I'm just happy. At least the crowd here, like, it will help me ease into this situation, because I was going to tell Aya, like, there's some faces I probably would have seen here. Like, if I just logged in, I just logged off and I'll just go back to bed and know where I'm doing. So at least this one is a little manageable. This group is a little manageable here.
It is. It's a therapy session. You know, they say group therapy helps things, get better. But Ayo, bro, good to see you.
We're back. We're back again. You know,
we're back, bro.
I'm here. I'm just here specifically to bust all the myths out there. I'm a myth buster today.
Okay,
There's
all right.
Myths United fan base. I want to pop the balloons. You know.
Okay. All right. Pop the balloon. Cool.
Yep.
Cool. Okay. What's going on, brother?
All's well, thank God. All is well. You know, I'm gonna be optimistic for the new season, but I'm gonna. Listen, I apologize, but I already told Ayo, I'm gonna derail a lot of conversations on this today. I'm gonna go on some soliloquies and monologues here, because I'm not happy with last season. I'm not happy.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not happy with Ratcliffe. I'm not happy that United are getting there and letting Barcelona dictate the terms of the Rashford deal.
Okay.
I'm not happy that. Let me stop. I'll put it.
Okay. No, you cook. There will be time for you to cook. But
before you let the Arsenal fan that wants to go and cook, let me say this.
Yeah.
EJ, when you watch this, just know we apologize ahead. This podcast might get to 2 hours.
Hey,
I hope
fact.
not, because once it gets 1.5 hours, I have to go watch my boy. I don't know what you are doing. I'm gone.
I'll just cut everybody off.
Okay, so yeah. Go ahead. Let's bring that.
But as a man of honor, look, this is a United podcast, but I have decided, because again, I'm a man of honor and I respect people. We deserve to get cooked. We deserve to be cooked. And on that note, I am bringing the chief cooking officer of the Footy Fantasy platform on Facebook, the one and only criminal himself, the Black Ten Hag himself. Go ahead and cook, bro. You got 5 minutes. Go.
Hey, happy Sunday, my brothers. How's your
I'm not
Sunday?
fire you.
Good.
Happy about the
Love
Sunday.
Sunday.
Carry
Love
on.
Sunday.
I mean, it's the Lord's day, so this is a good day. I don't know why everybody's upset, but anyway, I said it last season before that Europa came final. I said I am rooting for Spurs to win. And I listened how all of you all were saying, Spurs win is worse. You're going to cook you if Spurs win. I said, cook me when Spurs win. Because I knew what will happen if you guys did make Champions League. And I said it. I said, that rebuild you're trying to do will be hampered. That Gyökeres you're trying to sign will be hampered. The ability for your manager to get the players he wants and for you to get rid of all your dead wood is going to be hampered by that final. And you guys came up to the final, turned up, got turned over by Spurs, and got sent back home to 15th. And so that, for me, was what your season deserved, but it would have been a get out of jail free card, which, to be fair, is not Scamarin's fault. I said my title is Scamarin Season 2. I think eventually, I hear you guys rejected the Amazon documentary. I think they need to change the name to Scamarin Chronicles. If it was Scamarin's Chronicles, I think maybe Max or HBO or one of the other TV stations would take that show. But it would be a great show to watch. I don't know why people think it's not good. But anyway, I
Fuck off, bro. I knew I said 5 minutes. I couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand it. I said 5 minutes. I couldn't stand it. Nah. Okay, just go ahead.
Why are you
Thank
guys
you.
interrupting?
Go ahead. Finish. You have 2 minutes left. Go ahead.
Okay, 2 minutes warming up. I mean, I think right now you should focus on getting everybody that does something there gone. I hear Rashford is on his way out, so that's good. But he's on a loan with an option, and you know what's going to happen? He's going to come back next season. So I mean, I honestly think you guys have to improve. Okay, cooking is over. Let me be real. The challenge Amorim has is huge. It's tough to back him. You guys have to be prepared to, and yes, you control Arsenal. You have to be prepared to take that Arsenal season where we said, all you guys that are useless, just get out. Let's just rebuild in peace. Until you guys change your attitude to think, oh, we're just going to do this. It's a long process and it's not easy, but you have too many positions to fill that I think the expectations for United fans, I'm not even cooking anymore. I'm just saying expectations need to be real. So as you guys go through your therapy session and you talk about your feelings and you talk about expectations for the season, well, United finished. Obviously, it's above 15th. But I think, 8th to 12th, 8th, maybe max, 12th, most likely. All right, guys, it was fun. Thank
Bye. All right. Peace. Bye, Toby. I can't stand him. Okay, but let's go to our show proper now. I wanted to start with OK because this man has a lot to get off his chest, and I want you, OK, to start to speak on the top 3 reasons why we had our worst ever finish. Bearing in mind that you yourself, right? You came here talking about I want to be optimistic. You were the most optimistic person I knew ever. Right? You were so optimistic, I thought you were delusional. So explain to me how you went from optimism to where you are right now. Go ahead.
So, last season, let's start with last season. I think it was probably about a year ago, right? Or just when they gave Ten Hag the new contract. And I spoke with Ayo that day. I just hit up my son some track, and I said, "It's not a bad thing." And I was like, "No, this is very, very bad. Okay, this is all going to end in tears." And I was like, "Listen, I think these are the top reason why United did not finish last season well, or even have a good season. Number one, right? Sacking Erik Ten Hag, right? I'm not saying Ten Hag would have been a long-term solution, but sticking with Ten Hag, United would probably not have finished 17th. They wouldn't have, right? They would not have finished 17th. They sacked Ten Hag.
15th.
15th, 17th, all the same, right?
Yeah.
We didn't hit 40 points until the last game of the season.
Exactly. Ten Hag at some point, right? Fair enough. There was a lot of things in the background, but one thing that Ten Hag knew how to do was to get something out of Rashford. He knew how to get something out of him, right? So having sacking Ten Hag when he did, then bringing in the manager who can only play a three at the back. I was up at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. last night, and I decided to watch the United Leeds game from a couple of days ago. United are going to get cooked this season. I watched the highlights, right? United are going to get cooked this season. If you see how Leeds, Nonto was open, listen, they were making Nonto look like prime Bonadinho. And if the plan is to have Bruno as a deep line midfielder next to Ugarte or Casemiro, listen, I fear for this season. There is a scenario where United could actually lose 4 or 5 of their first 7 games. If Leeds had their starting, okay, fair enough, it's pre-season for both teams. But Cunha started, Fernandes started, and then Højlund came on. Listen, I nearly shouted at 3 a.m. when I was watching this game. The ball came up. Højlund, why are you doing one Kwakanu special? Backing in. What are you doing? Find the space. So Højlund backed in. To be fair, this was a play. He backed in, flipped the ball off, ran into the channel. But Højlund, don't just run where. It's like, it's one of those things like, it's like, you know at work, especially when you guys were younger as well, you want to seem to be busy, so you're sending emails out. Thank you very much. Just saying thank you. It's showing that you're online. That's what Højlund does in the box. He just sends emails out saying thank you. Received.
Yes, you're saying Højlund is keeping his Microsoft Teams green. Yeah, he has that green. He just green online in Microsoft Teams. That's all.
Send him a message. Send him a message. See how long it takes to reply.
So, okay, are you saying that one of the 3 reasons we finished worst, we finished 15th last season? Are you saying one is Højlund and the other is Ten Hag?
I would never blame a player, and I will support Højlund this season. I hope he comes good. Don't get me wrong, right? When I was younger, I used to hammer players on fan boards, but not anymore, right? But Højlund needs just some sort of coaching to say, listen, it doesn't matter. Just find space. They'll find you. You don't need to be fighting. I saw Andy Cole said it in a podcast a year ago. He said, if you had one advice for Højlund, stop fighting. Stop fighting with defenders. Anyway, but it's not about Højlund. I'm going off on a tangent here. But what I'll say is this: sacking Ten Hag when they did, bringing a manager that plays through at the back and changing the whole thing up and just turning everything upside down. And number 3 is just like they give the players an excuse. Lack of vision. Right? Ferguson used to say, if you give the players an excuse, they'll take it. They gave the players an excuse to check out of the season.
Okay.
And in that Europa League final, I don't know why Amorim didn't just say, do you know what? Spurs are at their lowest low. Let's just play for the back and beat them 3-0. Let's just play for the back and beat them 3-0. Even the second half, when Spurs were basically playing Jose Mourinho prime low block, just just play 4-4 at the back and just say, you know what, we're just gonna overload the cause overload. And one cut back and win the game. Those
All
are
right.
the things. The season was just horrible. And this season has started. And when I saw Amorim give the press conference yesterday, I like Amorim, handsome guy, lots of hair, unlike me.
Now, wait. Now waiting go kill you. Now be that. Eh?
But
Now waiting. No. Now waiting go kill you. Now be that. You see handsome guy that has hair. You see handsome guy that has hair. Eh? You see this is what happens. This is what happens. You see somebody that is fine. This is how people get into horrible marriages. No. This is why you get into terrible marriages and you cannot get out of it. And then you have to stay because of the kids. This is crazy. The man is clearly a horrible coach. But because he's fine and he knows how to talk and he wears Balenciaga. You hear me? I need you to tell me 3 reasons why we finished our worst last season. And if you don't put Amorim there, I'm going to delete you from this podcast. Go ahead.
Okay, so this my good brother said some few things, but like I'll sum it up like this. It's in all sector of the club. Start from the executives, number 1, to the coaching, number 2, and to the players.
Okay.
Executive is the late. I strongly disagree with what my bros here said. Sacking Ten Hag that late in the season threw everything into the range.
Do you think they should have sacked him after the FA Cup or earlier into the season?
No. Listen. Ayo will tell you immediately after our first season with him, it was the friendly match we played against Real Madrid.
I remember that match
In Houston.
Yeah.
I told Dayo and I told Itata, I said, this guy got to go. Yeah. Itata will tell you. I told him, I sat down by Itata and I said, this guy has to leave. I was done with him then. Ayo will tell you. Ayo had to pull me to the side and say, Yemi, you can't be this negative. I was negative to, so let's say.
Okay, all right. So we're on the same level. Okay, cool.
So, and then I'll put this to, although hindsight is 2020. We should have kept Van Nistelrooy at least to the end of the season, which in turn will also help our executives look through the squad and plan the change in tactics for Amorim this time during this summer window, where like Amorim will come in pre-season with the players we will bring in to help us ease ourselves into that system proper. You don't switch with the way we're a strong counter-attacking team. 4 at the back is our tradition. It has always been that way. We recruited to that module. In the middle of the season, you bring in a coach that plays 3 at the back and is very rigid. And he only has 2 styles of playing 3 at the back. The players are always going to suffer. That's one. The executives, those are the executive part.
Okay.
Let's go to the coaches, number 2. I don't want to talk because if I talk, Ayo knows where I'm coming from, but I'll just say this. His lack of in-game adjustment, his lack of adjustment to like the resources he has, is like if you do design in engineering, you tell the people that are coming to bring you, I mean, your hiring committee, like, I only work with AutoCAD. Only. That's all I know. But you come in and you don't have AutoCAD. You have MicroStation, but you're expected to adapt. You got the job. You want the job. Because if he didn't want the job, he won't leave Sporting, where he was doing great, to come to Manchester. He wanted to make a name for himself. This is a club where he can make a name for himself. I want to be the Alex Ferguson reborn, the person that will bring Manchester United from its dust up there. He never adjusted. He wanted the players to adjust to him during the end of the season, which saw a real dip in player performance all throughout the board. All the players sucked, except for maybe Ahmad, maybe. And maybe Lenny Yori. Those are positives.
Yeah.
For how great Bruno has helped us, he sucked last season.
Yes.
So that's that. So if we have a coach that didn't adjust
They should have taken the 100 million for Bruno. They should have taken a run with it.
Would have taken the 100 you said?
He said they should have taken the 100 million for Bruno.
That is a conversation for another time.
Yeah, we have a conversation about transfers.
And then number three is the players. I want to believe that they are these professional players. Some of them
name names.
Everybody.
I know collect. Name names. I want names.
Okay. Oof. Casemiro didn't start the season well, in my opinion. And I'm a huge Casemiro fan.
Okay.
He didn't start the season well, but listen, towards the end, he came up. Højlund, yeah, that was disappointing. But I can't put all the blame on Højlund. Bruno, I'm not a big Bruno fan. But towards the end of the season, he stepped up. At least he tried. But in the place of leadership, when all the ship is sinking, I'm expecting you as a leader not to come and be throwing hand, all those anger tantrums you post. It doesn't really help when the ship is sinking and everybody knows that the ship is sinking. So I don't want to go into names. So everybody suffered. Okay. Everybody messed up from the executives to the players. Yeah.
Trudy, do you think that this dramatic shift in system, because we'll talk about, these players are not built for 3-4-3 or 3-5-2 or whatever shape they talk about, does that warrant finishing 15th and not hitting 40 points until the last game of the season?
I mean, I think that played a part. Well, first of all, let me just throw this in there, please. No Bruno Fernandes, anything will be tolerated in this atmosphere. Just any kind of slander on Bruno Fernandes will be tolerated in this.
My brother,
I beg you. Let me just pack. I just want to pack it somewhere. But okay, let me continue, please. Let me continue, please.
I agree.
Let me just. I just want to pack it somewhere first.
Okay, all right.
Let me continue.
No, let him continue. Let him continue.
Okay, so now let me continue first. Okay, now my heart rate has dropped a little bit. So my thing is that yes, I mean with a 3-4-3, yes, I mean yes, it had its effects. You're changing an entire system completely. If you look at what someone like Slot coming in and taking over what Klopp had. He still kept the same formula, but he changed the style, the build-up, how they did things. So it's like there's not that much of a change, but it was drastic because you already saw players that could fit into certain places and whatnot. This guy came in there and imposed his own system. So I agree with Emi in terms of that lack of just being very rigid and very, very stuck to what his own beliefs and was essentially what Ten Hag was doing for a while, and later on he was trying new things and seeing what could tweak or whatever it is, but that had a major effect. I think that builds up to also that what happens in that locker room at the end of the day, right? Even because now you get to a situation where you can see when he's on the sideline, he's stooping down, watching each one of the players. I watch the game with different views, right? And I there's the views I watch where I just look at him, what he's doing, his facial expressions, his body language. When you see someone do something and does not move the right way or touch or water the ball, you already know the players that get to the stick at the end of halftime. You already know the players that are going to get criticism, they're going to get the hairdryer treatment and things like that. And when you have that kind of atmosphere in the locker room, you have players saying all sorts, you're now losing on top of that again, and you already remember precedents. All those things lead up to what happened at the end of the season, at the end of the day. So we can come out and point at players or point at players, but like that environment alone, where this guy is a stickler for what he wants to do, and the fact that, hey, when a player doesn't do the right thing, doesn't move the ball the right way and whatnot, it's already a problem, and what it's going to have long-term effects. Do I think Amorim is a bad coach? I do not think Amorim is a bad coach. I just think he lacks that bit of that. Well, I guess you can look at it that way. The fact that he's not, if he doesn't know how to make those simple changes here and there and just stick to his own view, that could be a problem. Then I guess maybe you can grade him that as a coach. But in terms of what he knows, his system, I think he has that acumen. But that lack of change again is our Achilles heel, honestly. And it's gonna
I'm dying to hear from Ayo. Ayo, talk to us.
Okay. Love everything everybody has said. I'm going to tie everybody's comments together into 3 things. First one is recruitment. The reason why United had their worst ever Premier League finish, and not just Premier League finish, English League finish is 1974 when we got relegated. Recruitment is number 1. Number 2, and I will explain every time I say. Number 2, squad building. Number 3, lack of coherent sporting strategy by Manchester United. So 1 or 2 goes together. I'm going to break it down. It goes together. I think the first thing is wrong profiling of players, right? We've been doing this since the cows come home. And Ineos has come in and continued that. I think that is a big, and that falls under recruitment and squad building. And when I mean wrong profiling is United buy players in isolation. We don't buy players and look at, okay, this player, what is his strength? What is his weakness? How does his strength, i.e. Højlund, okay, we just came off a 3rd place finish. We didn't score a lot of goals. We had a lot of breaks under Ten Hag's first season, right? And I know this is not Ineos, this is the other guys, but I'll tell you where Ineos did theirs too. We had a lot of breaks that season. What's Højlund's strength? How does Højlund tie into the guy who we just gave a big contract to, Rashford, our highest goal scorer? How does it tie into him? How does he improve them? We don't do that. Like, clearly we don't do that because it's very, very clear that the seasons that Rashford has thrived, he has thrived when we had a striker who knows how to create space for Rashford to run into from the left.
Yes.
Go and look at Rashford's issue. When he plays with Martial, when he plays with, what's the guy we got from Burnley? The Dutch guy, what's his name? I can't remember his name now. Weghorst, thank you.
Weghorst.
Like, that's where Rashford tries. Yes, he tries someone that can link up play with him and can create space for him to run into. That's Rashford's strength. But what do? We bought Højlund, who's not good at link up play, who's more of a channel runner, who cannot play back to goal, and that's what we got. If we can come to Ineos time, so that's the former regime. Ineos time, we have problems. We're in the bottom half of strikers who shoot at goal. That's just the basic thing in football. Bottom half in stats. But guess who we went and got? We got Dirksey, who is one of the guys who doesn't take shots. That's no, he doesn't. He tells you himself.
He just told you. He told you. I'm not a striker.
But I'm just saying, even his data shows that he doesn't take shots. He doesn't like taking shots. That's what United decided to go and get as a striker when we had forward line that was not taking shots. You know, we had a problem in progressing the ball for midfield.
Very true.
Progressing the ball and ball control. Guess who went to gut?
Ugarte.
Who? That's the reason PSG are kicking him out.
Yes.
So that's that. When wrong profiling also of managers, right? We have a squad who don't have wing backs. We did not have natural wing backs. Clearly, we had some people that can play back three in the central defense, but we didn't have natural wing backs. We did not have natural wing backs. And to play Amorim's system, we don't have mobile midfielders. You need 2 athletic mobile that can cover a lot of ground, but also good with progressing the ball. But then, guess who you went to get? You went to get the man who that's all he wants to do, right? That's the only thing he tells you he wants to do. But then you go and get him to come and play with a squad that has none of that for him. Okay. And we don't have a striker who can play back to goal, who can link up play, which are that thing that he does with the system. So again, wrong profiling of manager. So that ties it together. I talked about squad building already. So the lack of a coherent sporting strategy is very, very simple. One, I'll call that the first mistake, not sacking Ten Hag he should have been sacked after the FA Cup. It was very clear. We were the downward spiral. And more importantly, you guys clearly did not believe in him.
Yeah.
He clearly, because they waited for the game we lost to West Ham, when we played far better than West Ham. We were unlucky to lose that game. We hit the bar multiple times. United if you play that game 10 times, United win that game 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
But that's the game you now decide to sack him. Clearly showing using that you're just looking for an excuse to fire the man. You did not believe in him. He was not your guy. You knew that wasn't your guy. And when you knew it wasn't your guy from that summer, before you spend 200 million pounds, you give him the boots and find the person that's your guy. So that's the lack of strategy there. Second thing, the Dan Ashworth failure. That's a huge failure.
Yeah, that's
what
true.
did Dan Ashworth? You chase somebody for 4-6 months.
Yeah.
You get Dan Ashworth. All of a sudden, he comes in, he sees that there's really no like strategy in what's going on. He says he wants to modernize recruitment, he wants to like hire a data science team. Apparently, Ratcliffe loses his head. Like, oh, I thought that was what you were supposed to bring. You know, they asked him for his advice about recruitment on coach. He clearly told you guys, do not go and get Amorim. He said he was against signing Amorim. That Ashworth said it. He said because the squad, we don't have the squad of players that fits his system. He's very rigid in what he wants to do. And it's halfway through the season. Let's try and steady the ship. Use this period to do a full analysis of managers out there whose style of play fits some of the players that want to keep long term. Ratcliffe said no. Him and Berada came, they sidelined him, and Wilcox, they went and brought Amorim. Crash. Then the last part is Ratcliffe himself. Ratcliffe hires Umar Berada as CEO. Director of football, I guess they cancelled that. They hired head of recruitment, Christian Devel, and you hire Amorim. But you see Ratcliffe, clearly he interferes a lot. He's not even following the hierarchy. Every time you hear his interview, you say, I'm going to go and talk to Amorim. Why are you talking to Amorim? Why? This is not going to work. Why are you talking to Amorim? You should be talking to Berada. Let Berada, like, there's a chain of command. Why are you talking to Amorim? There's a reason why you have a CEO, you have a director. Why are you talking to Amorim?
Yeah.
So, and the last part about Ratcliffe is this. It's very clear. Ratcliffe came in to his people, said all the multiple things. We are going to hire best in class, blah, 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 blah. But clearly, you can see that his idea of modernizing a club is by cutting costs, which he did.
Yeah.
Find a whole bunch of people, which is what he did. Finding, and he's so obsessed about finding the man. You know, so he puts Berada there, he brings Amorim there, and he just wants to do the same mistakes we've been making. Rather than modernizing, like going data-led and doing all the things that all the modern clubs are doing, he just is so obsessed that, once you find the man, that person will fix everything. You know, and I think that's where, regarding Amorim, I have a section for him. When we talk about team improvement, that's what I'm talking about, man. I don't
Okay.
Right now. So
okay, so going into the transfer window so far, right? We've talked about the mistakes that these guys have made. What's in this transfer window has come as a green flag to anybody here? I'm gonna start with Judy. Are there any green flags you can point to in this transfer window so far, whether in form of outgoings or incomings, that bodes well for the future?
I mean, I still don't think we've gotten our priority, but in terms of just focusing on the green flags, I do like having someone like Cunha there. Cunha is a proper, I've been watching Cunha since Atletico. Like, he's a proper player. I'm a fan of his. He's a proper player. I feel like he'll give us a whole lot more creativity edge that I do not think we had per se, and someone that can hold the ball, actually do something and whatnot. We had some of that, but still, like, he gives us a proper edge. Mbeumo also gives us a bit. I'm not 100%. I've seen good 2 seasons. I think these are good ads, to be fair, and they're solid players. We still don't have our priority. And I also watched the Leon kid yesterday. Nothing crazy that stands out, but he seems to at least understand the system, considering the fact that he hasn't played that kind of system per se. But he seems to understand the system in terms of what's to invert and get into certain positions and whatnot. Not too much to really make him stand out per se, but he seems to at least he's gonna at least give. I think will give Douglas some nudge rather than Dogu getting comfortable. So these are my
Okay.
real positives, honestly.
No positives on the outgoing front.
Um, in terms of those ones, like it's not. I mean, Rashford is dear to my heart, but it pains me how this is happening and what is happening, and I don't know the exact details, and I don't think anyone knows per se. We'll only find out in hindsight when somebody decides to write a book or do something or reveal all later on. But it is what it is. It is what it is at this point. In terms
Okay.
of Garnacho, Anthony, and the rest of them, they can go to hell, in my opinion. But that's a different
All right.
that's a conversation altogether.
All right. Yemi, any green flags?
Um, in terms of the outgoings, I'm not impressed, and I won't be impressed because of the way we handled everything. Like I told my friends, and Ayo knows this, it's like you went to a big mall, you let everybody know that you need this nice painting, and you see this painting, everybody is bidding for the painting. So you won the bid, you bought the paint for $8 million. So you bring the paint to your house, you find out that there's something wrong with the paint somewhere. There are some things on the paint, maybe alignment or some if the light hits it, it's not reflecting the way you want, and you say, man, I don't like this paint, man. This paint is annoying me. Then you go to your friends, you go to the people that know about painting, and you ridicule this paint. Ridicule the mess out of the paint. And when you have the time, you put the paint in front of your door, saying, this paint gotta go. Whoever wants this paint should come and get this paint. But then you now tell people, I know that I bought this paint for 8 million. This paint sucks so badly, I can only sell it for like a minimum of $5 million. That is exactly what we're doing with these players. Now, I don't care whatever your issues are. I don't with the players. But when you put players like that out there, like Sancho, that cost you a lot of money, we know you're going to take a loss. But to put them out there and now say, oh, go and find club. And now we are telling these players to take a pay cut for them to go and join another club when they signed a contract with our club. But we are the ones telling them that, oh, man, you need to leave. All those things that we heard about that they signed, they want to get out of the club, they want the club to kick them out. That's a lie. Because if they sign those letters and say, hey, man, we need to leave, they will forfeit all their salaries at the club. No smart player does that. They just say, club, you sell us. So on that end, so now we can't sell Rashford because Rashford is on good money and we have diminished his value so badly that any club that wants to take Rashford is not going to take him on full. They have to go on a loan. And that is actually kicking our butt too because we can't get him off the wage bill. Goes the same thing with Sancho. Goes the same thing with Anthony. That went out, did well for Real Betis, did better than everybody we have on that right. Did better than all our forwards, period. But yes, you come back in and because of he had some things he said, you have a trigger happy coach that anything can get on his nerves and he just start talking. He's offended. And then that goes with everybody. So on that case, I'm not happy with the way that thing is handled. I know, coaches should be able to have a say, but not like that. You don't do that in Madrid. You don't do that in Barcelona. I can give you cases where like there are guys there at that team that were not happy with their minutes. There are guys there that were acting out of pocket because they know it is a business. And they know even if they don't want you, they want to be able to let you go for good money so that they can get money back and reinvest into the club. They handle it a little bit differently. That's like with the outgoings. Now with the people that have come, with the people that we've brought in, I'm not happy because the Mbeumo, I'm not a big fan of Mbeumo.
Me neither.
To be honest with you, I'm not.
Me neither.
But I understand why he was brought in. I can dig it. I am not really a big fan of Cunha either. Instead of Mbeumo, I wanted Cherki. I've been a fan of Cherki since 2 years. I wanted Cherki instead of Mbeumo. I wanted somebody else instead of Cunha, but I don't mind them coming because they are signings that if they don't work right now, they are multifaceted players to a point where they can function in different roles and do well. And they are EPL proven. So with the EPL proven, I will give them that. Now spending 70 million on Mbuemo, me that thing break my heart small. But if to say now waiting club wants, if that's what the club wants, it's okay. But all that said, I don't care who we get, what striker we get, if we don't sort out that midfield. If we are banking on a midfield of Casemiro, Ogate, and Bruno in the double pivot, we will be in serious trouble. Serious. Because a lot of people talk about running. Football is not just about running. You need people with brains that have head, that can slow down the game and speed up the game. Every top 6 to 8 team in this league has one, at the minimum. We just saw Vitinha put on a masterclass. Caicedo to an extent, Enzo to an extent, put up a masterclass of game controlling, where everything don't have to be basketball back and forth. Fast break United. We are fast now. You want to go and invest
Formula One FC.
You are talking about wing backs. You are talking about strikers. If we don't sort that midfield out, it's going to be fast break, and that running will be a problem because now it's clear. Last season they were hitting those channels between the wing backs and the side of the defense. Our midfield was wide open. Casemiro is probably, I keep saying it, Casemiro is probably our best progressor of the ball from defense to the attack. When Casemiro plays well, we play well.
But Casemiro, you have to be specific. When Casemiro has taken his Ozempic, that's when the Ozempic is.
I said when he plays well. But that's when he plays well. But you are asking a lot from a 55-year-old man with 1.5 legs.
55, wow.
So he's old. Without question, he's old. So like no matter the athletic players you have up front, in midfield that can run, if you don't have somebody that has pulse in them, or if we are banking on Bruno Fernandes to be our pulse in that heart of midfield, in that double pivot, we'll be in serious trouble. So regardless of whatever is going on, yes, we've brought in Mbuemo, we've brought in Konya. My biggest prayer will be we sign somebody that is not just about running, someone that has the cool mind to control games, to slow the game down and just so that, because when we have that, we can keep sustained pressure up front and not make the game back and forth.
Ayo, they are talking about
Menu doesn't fit into the.
That's what I was going to ask. Why about Menu? Menu,
and I'll tell you why. I will tell you why it doesn't. I'll tell you why it doesn't. When you look at Menu is those type of short distance player, and plus Menu will play better in a crowded midfield where he can do just one touch and be able to maneuver. If you're
as a number 10 as well. And as a number 10, I think Menu is number 10.
I think Menu is lost. Hold on. I think Menu is lost. I watched Menu yesterday. I see a young boy that is begging for direction. I see a young boy that is begging for good coaching. If that boy don't have good coaching in the next year or two, he will suck badly. The coach that is going to take him and mold him. The same thing happened to this in Vitinha. When Vitinha came to war, he was lost until he found a coach that said, you know what, this is what I want you to do. And it might take you time, but we are going to build and create a system around you to get the best out of you. That's part of the reasons why this Ogate was shipped out. We started seeing the best of Vitinha last season when Ayo's boy came into that field because he complemented. It was almost like Scholes and Carrick. You couldn't mark this Vitinha out of the game because you have Carrick. You couldn't mark Carrick out of the game because
all the guys there. Those guys don't just say Ayo's boy. Call his name. Call his name now.
I'll let Ayo is going to talk. He's going to talk about him. I'll let Ayo talk about him. I was jealous that we let him. I was jealous that we didn't go for him. Instead, we went for Ogate. That guy can see.
I remember. I have all the receipts though. All the things you could say about
this Ayo what you're talking about.
Ayo, let Ayo talk. He's going to talk about it. I'll let Ayo.
João Neves. I was screaming. Remember, I was screaming about
João Neves. I remember you're talking about.
Okay.
But bro, he went for 80 million, didn't he?
Brother,
how much did we pay for Gate?
Who's 60 million? We paid 60 million for Gate.
Okay. We paid 60 million.
What's the difference? He didn't go for 80. He went for 70. I think 75.
He went for 70, not 80. That guy would have come to our midfield and actually change it. I would have gone for that guy.
So wait, Yemi and Ayo. If we're saying if we're saying Ugarte cannot progress the ball, and I agree, that was a waste of money. I mean, the guy is a lawnmower. That's all he does. Why can't we coach Meno to be like Joao Neves? Why?
He doesn't think the game like that.
What do you mean he doesn't think? He's an intelligent footballer.
No, he's a footballer.
It's like saying, why can't you turn I'm not saying Menu is this, but it's like saying, why can't you turn a Honda into a Ferrari? Menu is a good player. I'm not saying that
Menu has a good pass on him, short range pass. He has it, right? He knows how to play in pockets of space. He knows how to play in pockets of space. In my book, what Menu lacks in his game is that ability to run and to be physical. I hear that he's bulking up and becoming bigger.
No,
I'm asking, why can't we train him to be a decent ball progressing midfielder?
Because you need the technical ability.
He has the technical ability.
Not at that level.
Hold on. When you talk of deep line,
you can't just.
Hold on. Okay. When you talk of deep line playmaker, let me answer your question. We saw this guy, Gerrard. Gerrard was a perfect example when he played for Liverpool. In his young days, he went back and forth. He could do everything. There was nothing Gerrard couldn't do. Gerrard could carry the ball. Gerrard could pass long. He could pass short, do everything. But when they started having a huge mistake, when Gerrard dropped deep, he had the passes. Because you can carry the ball and pass the ball, don't mean you think that position. That's why Rodri will always be a Rodri. Because he thinks the game. He's 3-4 steps ahead of you. His positioning is always on point. He's positioned well. He thinks defense. How can I shield my defense? Plus, then it's not just when I get the ball, I want to dribble. Sometimes he dribbles, sometimes he'll go back, sometimes he come forward.
Okay.
And Rodri is the best leader of their press. Okay. Their defense up top evolves around Rodri's positioning. Their low block is around Rodri. So Rodri is a communicator. He doesn't need to talk too much, but Rodri just helps that. If we're going to get Meno to that, Meno needs a place where he can learn under somebody that has those skill sets and can afford him those time. Not in Manchester United with how open our midfield is. Our midfield is so open. Regardless of your wing, you can get the best wing backs in the world, best forward and best defense. When Meno is isolated there and there are no good runs up front, Meno will suffer. We'll start killing him because he doesn't think, he doesn't screen well. And he doesn't have
I hear that.
So he doesn't think he's a good player. It's like me. Okay, I'll give you a perfect example. Yaya Toure. I'm a Barca fan. Yaya Toure, Busquets. They are two different players. Yaya Toure is hella good. Box to box, everything is good.
Mm-hmm.
The 6 is good. But for what Pep wanted to do, Yaya Toure wasn't the guy. When Busquets came, he unlocked everybody. Because he knew how to go sideways. He could dribble, he could do almost everything. He could pass long, he could pass short. But what he did was he was a good screen and he taught the game. He didn't have to have 29 billion touches for him to affect the game. Busquets will have 60 touches and Busquets runs the game. Yaya Toure is not that type of player. Yaya Toure needs a lot of touches for him to run the game. Not that he can't do it, but for him to do it continually in this type of scale, in that top scale, it's difficult. That's why I say this. Vitinha can have 50 touches in a game. And you notice that Vitinha is in the game because he's running everything. Those are the type of players. They are thinkers first.
Okay.
Their thinking is high, then follows the play.
I hear it. Okay. I can allow the argument that Menu is not a thinker. I can hear that. Yes.
No, I'm not saying he's not a thinker.
No, he's not. He's
in
a good
that position. That thing comes. You're almost born.
He's not a dictator of the game. You can't rely on him to
read the game in the 10th position. Maradona did it.
Not from the deep. Not from deep.
It's like you're telling Maradona to come and play as a 6. Is he a 6?
Let's go to the next topic. And I want okay and Ayo to chime in here. What areas of improvement do we need from Amorim? And I want to ask this question with some context. We finished 15th, right? And he played 26 out of 38 Premier League games.
Oh, wow.
Yes. He played. If people think this man didn't have much, he had a lot of time. He played 26 out of 38 Premier League games. in any response, I do not want to hear give him time because he don't have the time. I believe 26. When you combine the 26 Premier League games with the other Europa League games, right, and he might have played some other domestic cup games here and there. The sample size it's a whole season worth of football, right? All the games he played in total as a Manchester United manager, it probably comes down to a whole season worth of football. So he's had the time. What improvement areas do we need from him? What does he have to change, and how many games are you giving him? Ayo, you go first.
Okay, I'll break it down into like 4 things. The first thing that I saw was from the Europa League final. Two things actually came from the Europa League final. I feel like his opposition scouting is horrific. I'll just put it that way.
Isn't that a club thing though? Isn't that a club issue though?
No. It's bad. He might brought his own analyst, right?
Oh, back from staff. Yeah.
True. Yeah, what he's doing guys. His opposition scouting horrific. I'll give very simple, and I was very embarrassed by this. A lot of United fans did not catch it, but I'm sure they 1 or 2 people caught this, from the interview. They asked Amorim after that final, and maybe Chudi probably caught this because I know Chudi paid attention to details when it comes to like tactic stuff. They asked Amorim after the Champions League final, why did he start Mason Mount over Garnacho? Right? I don't know if everybody picked up on this over Garnacho in that 10, those 2 10s. Since Garnacho had a very good run in Europa League, right? It was one of our best players in Europa League, right?
It was one of our
Amorim
best
said. Do you know what Amorim said? Amorim said because Spurs have their fullbacks tucked into the midfield. Brother, the last time Ange did that was first half of the season. He stopped doing that for a long time. How does Amorim not know this for a Champions League final? Sorry, Europa League final. How does he not know this?
Please, which was Champions League final?
I know. That's why I quickly changed it before they clip me. He just didn't know this for a Europa League final.
And they changed that. And they changed that in the quarterfinal. They changed it in the quarterfinal.
They changed it long ago.
They changed like sports coach actually changed. All
And
that
stopped
stuff.
talking in Pedro
changed.
Porro and this guy since like January, February. They have
Yeah.
stopped it a long time ago. And how does he not know this by May? So first of all, his visual scouting has to change. That was simple. Second one is playing out of the back. Playing out of the back is, oh my goodness.
Oh, we suck, man.
It's all we do now. We try to play out of the back. A defender will stand near Onana, they'll kick it long. Just any type of press coming, boom, we just kick it long. We kick it long every time. So that, there's no point. There's no point having you come Amorim. I'm a possession guy, and we're just goofing the ball. The third one, our counter press. My goodness, our counter press is non-existent. All we just do is sit in that mid block. Our counter press is non-existent. The only counter press we have is Ahmad stealing the ball away from defenders, and that's the only counter press we have. Counter press is ridiculously horrible. The last one, also, I saw this in Europa. Amorim, please. You now have more attackers, right? We now have more attackers. We bought Umbremo, we bought Cunha. Please, can you be brave and aggressive? You want to play back 3, fine, whatever, I don't care. But if you're going to play back 3, let one of the wing backs be an attacker. I beg you. We played that Europa final like we had a second leg. I kept telling everybody that was the thing that pissed me off about that final. Everybody, when you watch that game, we were playing like we have a second leg, bro. Like, so
started the game with 7 defenders. We ended that game with 7 defenders.
Yes,
and we needed
aggressive.
to go.
Especially when it's a knockout cover. Be brave and aggressive. That's all I'm going to say in big games. What was the other thing you asked me about?
How much time are you giving him? When does he got to go?
I'll be very honest. I don't believe in him. I've said that, and I think he's not lasting the end of the season. That's my
okay.
Yeah, he's not making the end of the season. And the only reason why he's even going to extend to like end of the season is because Ineos are going to be stubborn because he's their guy. They don't want to look stupid. They just fired a manager last year. They're going to stick until everybody now realizes like this is going nowhere. I don't think it's the last end of season, in my opinion.
Okay.
I believe this whole preseason thing is a myth. That people say, let's wait for preseason. It's a myth. It's a myth. Yeah. It's a myth. Implementing systems doesn't have to wait for preseason, and that's a myth. Because guess what? In modern football, you typically don't have your best players.
No.
Until because every year there's a tournament now. You don't have your best players in the last 1-2 weeks. Exactly. And you give them, so it's a myth. This whole preseason, when let him get preseason, it's gonna work. That's all a myth. His ideas are not good enough. It's as simple as that. They're not.
All right. All right. Okay. When do he got to go?
Look, I would say, let me answer the first question first.
All right.
Um, the things that Amon needs to change this season. Number one, that three at the back's gotta go. First thing, it gotta go. Put it in the bin.
It's not
You
good.
said the three at the back got to go?
Gotta go. Put it.
Bro, hold on. Why are you so delusional, bro? It's not going to happen.
It's not good.
But you asked me a question. I
Okay.
don't
Go ahead.
It has to go. That's the first thing. Second thing is Onana in goal. All right. I don't know how the club, because here's the thing. I play as a goalkeeper. Confidence is everything. When your team doesn't trust you, right? There were games I played as a teenager. I had horrible games. And when your team doesn't trust you, people are looking back at you like, "What were you doing? You know, how did you let that ball go in?" Unless Onana comes in and keeps like 4 clean sheets, first 4 games of the season, you know, saves about 2 penalties, every cross he's claiming, you know, I don't understand. It's like it's the most important position in the football team. I'm not being biased when I say it. It's the most important position because it's the only position where a mistake leads to a goal. 100%, probably 95% of the time, a centre back, his other guy will call him. A midfielder like a mistake, the centre backs are there. The wing backs, full backs are there. Striker misses a goal, everyone forgets about it. If a striker has a 20% chance conversion rate, 1 in 5, everyone says he's the best ever. The thing is this: having Onana in goal, I don't understand what the club are doing. I don't understand. So that to me has to change. Onana has to get better. I'm not saying sell him, but maybe in this time that he's out of the team, they're putting us on some intensive course with Schmeichel and Van der Sar, you know, some elite course or something. I don't know. Some elite training program. I don't know. But that has to improve. The third thing I want to go about is saying midfielder. United need a midfielder. Watching that Leeds game. And I'll say this, United needs athletes. And I know people I can't remember who was saying, Yemi was saying, oh, it's not just about run. United need players that can run. United have lost athletic. United are not an athletic team. Remember when Wenger came to Arsenal and Arsenal got Will Todd, Henry, Lauren, Campbell, who was it they bring in? They brought in a batch of players, petite players that were just, you know what? They may not have been the best technical players, but they would just beat you up. They would just beat you up. If you're more technical than them, they'll beat you up. And what did Ferguson then do? Ferguson then when they got aggressive players. Well, there was that summer where he signed Heinze and Alan Smith. Not the best technical players, but he wanted fighters in the team. United needs fighters in that team. I get Ugarte gets a lot of crap. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's the most technical player, but United need bullies. United needs mean players. I was speaking with a colleague at work, and he was talking about how some of these athletes, when you see them on TV, they look small, but when you see them in person, I met someone who, I think he knew someone or whoever. We're talking about someone we know or someone he knows who stood next to John Terry. John Terry is massive. I've heard. I think he's an absolute unit. United needs units.
I mean, I saw Rio in Munich. Rio was wow.
How am I supposed to see exactly? Whereas Rio's tall. Don't get me wrong, but you wouldn't see if you put Rio next to other elite defenders. He's just about the same height, 6'2", 6'3". But when you see these guys, they are units. Even like, listen. So I would say United needs units. United needs guys that are. Do you know what? If you come past us, you come past us once, you won't get past us again. You know, and then
You're on mute. Get me on mute.
Just like this, the Gunners with those 6'11" players. Everybody's 6 foot.
No, I think we need both, though. You know,
We need both. No. Without
like
question.
in modern Premier League, What I mean, you need
Ayo,
both.
we're
You
slow
need
team.
a
Ayo, we're
player.
a
You need a
slow
player
team.
that's no. Let me okay. I'm agreeing with you, and I'm adding like +1 to what you're saying. I'm saying in modern Premier League, you need a player who is both physical and technical. That's what I'm saying. And it doesn't have to be as technical as Iniesta or Xavi. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
But you have to have both of those things in this
Yeah.
modern Premier League. You have to.
Yeah.
You can't just be physical like we've had that before. We suffered in the past.
Yeah.
Right? We're suffering Rugate. You need both
Yeah.
in the player. You need in the midfield. You need both. You do. You absolutely need both.
Yeah.
You need a technical and physical player.
Hey, man, listen. We talk about all those things. Let's go to Gunners. Partey left. You know they want to go get
Zubimendi.
Zubimendi.
No.
You know how Zubimendi plays? Zubimendi is a metronome. Zubimendi is not going to score 29 goals for you. Zubimendi is not going to dribble past 10 people for you, but Zubimendi is super press resistant. He's a first phase player. And when Rodri left,
I wasn't impressed about him, by the way. I'm just saying.
No.
When we played the woman away, I was like, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
But
Honestly, when we played them, he looked ordinary. He
But
looked ordinary.
maybe he's going to be
Over
better. I'm
time,
not saying he's a good player, but what I watched
Me, I
yesterday,
watched-
I'm like, it's all right. It's
Me,
just
I
all right.
watched him. I watch a lot of Spanish league. So
Yeah,
I watch him a lot. Oh yeah, in some games against us, he wasn't. He was bad.
very ordinary. In my
He
opinion.
was ordinary.
Okay. Yeah.
But one thing he does for the team is he's the brains of the team.
No.
When Partey does not play for this Arsenal, you can tell because the way they move the ball is different.
I agree.
The places where strikers want the ball, they don't tend to get it there. Just like Rodri, just like Kovacic. These are players that they are big, but they are also good at thinking the game too. They are 2-3 steps ahead of you. And they may not do the most flashiest of things. Just like Carrick. I keep mentioning Carrick, who is one of the most underrated players that has ever played for us. This guy is not the flashiest.
Yeah.
He hardly can dribble, but he thinks the game 2-3 steps ahead.
Yeah.
So his position is always good. He hardly slide tackles.
Yeah.
And he's hardly out of position.
Yeah.
So those are players that instead of them going forward, they'll go sideways. There's a reason why they are going sideways. Maybe they are going sideways because they want to bait. You are stuck up there. They want to draw you up. So that if you go side to get that pass, it give you that line break pass. That's why Carrick was good as. He never dribbles. His pass is a dribble on his own because it cuts out 2 to 3 players through that middle. You've bypassed a lot of press to somebody faced into their leg. So that's why I do believe we need the athletic players. We do. Mostly with Amorim, that back and forth running, we do. But if it's just running, brother, we'll be destroyed.
Okay. We're getting close to time limit, but I want to predict the outcome of the 5 named outgoings in the squad. Right.
That'll be hard.
If I could put the question.
And then let Ayo go first now.
Let you
go
Can I go first? Because I've got to log off soon.
Okay,
Go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So Rashford, Barcelona. Even though I don't like how United have handled that, obviously, I think Rashford posted a picture of himself on a private jet about an hour ago. So I think he's going to be, he's on his way to Catalonia already. I think United should have handled that better, but let me not even go into that. Sancho, I think Sancho is going to pull a Winston Bogard and just sit out two years and say, if you don't like it, tough. If I think
who know that this
guy is old school, bro. Winston
before your
Bogart.
time. Okay,
Really?
Before your time.
Before my
That's
time.
90s.
Before your time. Yeah. You are the young in this place. Don't just say
Kwame don't know. That's the early 90s, man. That played
Don't worry, don't know that.
for, like he
Don't know that.
played for
Wins-
Ajax and Barcelona, at least.
Okay. All right.
he went to Chelsea. Chelsea paid him big money, and for 2 years he trained with the kids.
Hey, yo.
Listen, I think he actually maybe even said it. That where's he gonna get that money from again? So anyway, Sancho. I think Sancho is gonna be in the reserves. You'll be seeing him on MUTV on Thursday nights, maybe.
Anthony. What about Anthony?
Anthony. Listen, I heard United have upped the asking price of Anthony to 50 million.
Eh?
So,
Wait. You mean hold on. You mean 50 million Zimbabwean dollars or what?
50 million of your finest UK pounds.
Oh, okay. All right.
We are not getting.
I was just checking.
We are not getting that though. There's a news out there now that is Atletico wanting and they are willing to only pay 30.
30.
Yeah.
Listen,
Atletico wanting
This is my hot take on Anthony. But I know you want to go ahead. Okay. I think Anthony can play left wing back.
I
I
know what
think
that tell
Anthony
you.
can play left
I
wing
know
back.
what that tell you.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
what that tell you last year. I said Anthony is actually was it Fred? Fred and Anthony are left backs. They just don't know it.
No. I don't want to talk about Fred. I want Anthony specifically. I think Anthony should play left wing back, not left back, but left wing back under the Cameroon system.
Same thing. I think that Anthony and Fred have similar profiles, right? I think that both guys are left wing backs. They just don't know it. Anthony just needs to slow. Remember? No. Do you remember?
Yeah, me. I saw your face.
Do you remember where did Ten Hag play Anthony when he brought him on? And Anthony was upset, and Ten Hag then basically took him out of the team, left back. And where did Mihailovic start playing? Sinisa Mihailovic. Where was he playing in the career, and where did he end up playing?
Mihailovic, brother. Hey, yo, it's 2025, bro. Brother, it's 2025, not 1995. What are you talking about, bro?
Where did Roberto Carlos start playing? Anyway, that's me, dog.
Okay, all right. Judy, go ahead. Judy.
Okay, we know you are the podcast.
I'm gonna put that out there. First of all, please let's kill that Anthony idea, please. God forbid. As a fullback, absolutely.
No. Judy, you are not getting it right. I said left wing back.
I do not give a crap. Like, it's such a rubbish idea. I'll tell you how rubbish of an idea it is. First of all, the fact that he will give us defensive commitments. That's one thing a lot of people were priding him for. But the fact that, like, Anthony doesn't have sense. Like, in terms of, it's just the one thing that he's going to do. He's going to cut back and try to get that left foot in there. He's going to so disrupt that play for you, whereas that he does not even know how to run down the channel. How many times, even in the Betis thing, how many times do you see Anthony try to run down the channel to receive the ball into space?
Yeah, Judy, let me counter that quickly. Judy, let me counter that quickly. Because he cannot cut in. Judy, because he cannot cut in. Judy, because he cannot cut in from the left, that forces him to go outside to the line and whip it in. That's my point.
He does not even. How many times did you even see him whipping it in like that?
Because we've not seen him on the left. We haven't seen him on the left.
Please, let's kill this idea before it becomes something. And let's just kill it before, like, let's destroy that soil.
All right. I killed it. I've killed it. All right.
Anyways, so I forgot the question again, sir, because that thing just raised my BP a little bit. So I just wanted to calm it down.
Judy had his blood pressure.
Yeah. As far as the five, so the one that hits me. So the one that hits me the most is Rasha. Like, I mean, I know I've watched Rasha since 26, like, since he started everything. So that one is more painful more than anything. And even seeing how far he went in terms of where the play started dropping and when he just stopped caring. That one is still going to burn me for a while. Like, that, I'm going to live with that thing for a long time. Sancho could go to hell. Like, that is fine. I don't think is worth mentioning at this point, in my own opinion. With the Garnacho and the Garnacho situation, I think call the club whatever you want to call it, but you handle petulance that way. That's how the minute you see something like that, you nip that shit in the bud. I'm a big fan. I'm a proponent of Alex Ferguson way of training this like this. The minute you see any bit of foolishness, you do not let it linger. You do not question it. The minute you see foolishness, cut it. Beckham left because he didn't want to show his hair. He didn't want to show a new hairdo, that he was saving it for. He didn't want to bring out his hairdo in a dinner because he was saving it for his photo shoot session or something like that. Like, nip that shit in the. When you see foolishness, don't try to baby it around. Like, I don't care what happens with the Garnacho situation.
My
It can
guy,
go to hell.
I know if you listen to this thing again, my guy, you are
Go
going
on.
out of pocket now. You are going out of pocket.
Ah,
Brother, my guy,
you
the
think-
question was, how would these players do at their present? If they go, do you think they're going to do?
Oh,
The outcome of the
Brother, hold on. I have to say
I
something.
thought you were
now.
talking about the
Time
outcome
out,
of the
time out,
sales.
time out. Hold on. I have to say
Ah, go
something.
on, go on.
Gary Neville has this show that he shows. Is it this overlap?
overlap.
Yeah, the
I
overlap,
watched
yeah.
a lot of those overlap when Roy Keane was there, Mr. Military Officer that carry gun and shoot everybody that doesn't do well. Brother, all your impression about Sir Alex Ferguson that Nick shits in the pot, that thing is all myth, Baba. You know the bad things that Roy Keane did. You know the crazy things that Rooney did, Ronaldo did. All these players, they have their time of shenanigans. They're kids.
Fact.
They're millionaires
Yes,
that are
yes.
kids. So, man, they will act out of pocket. But one thing that Alex Ferguson was good at was he knew how to manage everybody. There are some kids, you just need them to be kids. And you put the enforcement around them. Roy Keane, you know how many times Roy Keane got drunk this in before games? Got drunk. That is Mr. Roy Keane.
Yeah, but you're missing
Keane
two
himself
things.
came out
There's
and
one,
said
there's
that he was not
petulance.
good.
There's
What is
petulance.
petulance?
There's a difference between petulance and there's a difference between this and just the image. Yes, you can get drunk. Rooney and them, everybody used to do it. It was a culture then. It was a normal culture then. But
It's not a
when
culture
you
now
come
for
out
people to
there,
get drunk.
oh
People
boy,
still get drunk now. Is it not a culture?
yes, but my point is that the minute you come out and start criticizing the club or you criticize what is happening right there and then, it's the same thing that happened to Jaap Stam. Same thing, what they call it, when Gabriel Heinze put us in arbitration then, that he said that he wanted to go to, was it one fucking club, that madman? And who else again? I'm trying to remember. There's so many
Rooney
names
did
that's
it.
happened.
Rooney turned
Jaap
in a
Stam,
chance.
no.
Rooney did it.
Yeah,
Ronaldo did
that
it.
was that. No. Rooney was looking for a new contract. That one is
No,
That's
Rooney
fine.
handed in a transfer request.
Rooney
was
was
still
looking.
petulance.
No, it's a
Said in a
difference.
transfer
Rooney,
request.
yeah, but Rooney is looking.
Also,
for-
Marcus
he was looking
Rashford
for-
came out and said he wanted to go as well.
A lot of people did it.
Which is
So
that's see, no. That's his diff. When you come out and criticize someone like Jaap Stam came out and criticized our system, what we're doing is wrong. This is this, and he put it out there publicly. That was the fundamental problem that got him to Lazio. They moved him. Ferguson, everyone like this, and that was he was our best defender.
Did you read his book?
Who?
Did you read Fergie's book?
Who? Jaap
Fergie
Stam?
and Jaap Stam spoke. That wasn't the only thing. My guy,
No,
let's
Jaap
talk.
Stam talked. Jaap
There's
Stam
this
talked about it
standard
in
you are
his
trying to
book.
keep. There's
Jaap
this
Stam
standard.
talked about
you
it in
think.
his book.
Yeah, not just Fergie spoke about it.
Okay. Let's cue the book versus book. Hold on. Let's cue the book versus book conversation. Let's go back to the original question.
What
Okay.
is the question? Let's
Let's
answer.
predict the outcome of the 5 named outgoings in the
Correct.
squad.
Yeah, are they going to be sold?
Okay.
Are they going to go on
Are they going to be sold? Is it loan? Are they staying?
Yeah, that's
So
the question.
you said Marcus Rashford. That one has already
Marcus
gone.
Rashford, that one is paying. That one has already gone.
Okay,
As crazy
Anthony,
as it
what's
sounds,
gonna
I
happen?
think- Sorry,
Anthony, what's gonna
Anthony,
happen?
we're going to find a
Left wing
situation
back.
for him.
Left wing back.
We're going to God forbid. Anthony, we're going to find a situation for him.
Okay, all right. Sancho,
Garnacho, Sancho.
Sancho.
Sancho's situation. They're going to find a Sancho is definitely. I think Sancho is going to go.
Okay,
But as crazy as it sounds, as all these things we are doing here, Garnacho is the one person I think might end up staying.
okay. So Garnacho,
my
you're
own-
saying
this
is
is
going
my
to
own-
stay?
I think
Yes,
this is my own
all right.
crazy situation.
Okay,
Sancho is
and
definitely
then
going.
and then last one, Malasia.
Oh, Malasia has gone already. This one is just
Okay,
mental.
Malasia don't go.
This is just
Okay.
mental conversation.
Okay,
Just never.
all
Even
right.
if that free transfer, Malasia has gone already. He's gone. He's gone.
Okay,
They've
all
already
right.
written. They've written that one off the books already. He's gone. Malasia has gone already. That one is for you.
Okay,
That
all
one is
right.
for you.
All right. Ayo, what's your prediction?
Okay. First of all, let's start with Rashford, my
Yeah.
boy. I just want to use this opportunity to remind some people who are on this podcast. I will not name names.
Name names. If you want to talk to me directly. Don't go through the corners. Don't go through the corners. Talk to me directly.
No. I'm a civil man. I don't like calling names. I'm civil. This is civil.
I would like to answer the question, by the way.
No, let me
When
just say.
everybody
I just want to
finishes
say, I remember people told me that a top club was not going to come for Rashford. It's now we have a separate group chat. I have the receipts. They said it.
Please send the receipt.
They said a top club won't come for Rashford. And now
Please
it's going
send
to
it.
Barcelona. So I just want to put that out there.
Please send it.
So loan, Rashford's gone. I think Sancho will be
So
loaned.
no, it's not like they are committing funds to buy him.
No, leave him. Ayo is talking as if Prime PSG came and offered 60 million for Rashford. Continue.
When last did
Barcelona.
Barcelona commit funds to buy anybody?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Okay.
What's your point?
They play.
When last did they commit any funds with that cheap club? When
They
last did
play. They wanted to pay what? How much? 80 million for this boy. For the one from Atletico Bilbao.
Nico?
Athletic Bilbao. They were ready to pay the money. The man signed a new contract.
Which money? They're going
If
to
they
use
already
10
paid money,
installments.
why would
Barcelona.
they exactly?
They play.
Continue.
Why would they have
Keep
to
playing games.
Oh God, I dey hear you. They pay 60 million for Rafinha. Is that no money from Leeds United? From Leeds United, they pay 60 million for him.
How many years ago was that?
2 years ago.
How many?
Exactly. So what are we talking about? So what are you talking about?
They are the worst financial situation.
Okay. Continue.
Let's go to Sancho. Sancho is going on loan, I think, because nobody's going to pay money for
I
him.
heard Juventus bid 50 million for him.
That's fake news.
Fake news.
That's why when I started, we were just posting. Nobody has
Fake
bid
news.
for him.
All right.
Fake news. Anthony, I think Anthony will get sold actually. I think United are just doing nonsense. At the end of the day, when he gets, they are going to whoever wants to get him, whether it's Atletico, Betis, they are going to wait till like the last week when we are desperate, and they'll bring like a cheeky 30 or 20 million. We're going to sell it. You don't have a choice because his wages are cheap, so they can move him easily off the boat. Malacia, like
I still want left wing back for him, but I don't want to raise Judy's blood pressure.
I don't know what you're talking about. maybe in PS, not in real life. Malacia,
Jesus Christ.
Malacia, like Judy said, Malacia is gone. Malacia is someone that they'll probably tear up his contract, or someone who offers like 1 million or 2 million. And again, the game they're going to play, they'll wait to the end of transfer window.
Yep.
And funny enough, like Judy, and Judy, I agree with a lot of things. Funny enough.
Sorry, before you finish one thing, I just did read one place on one football. They said that Barcelona, as of 2024, they are still owing 32 million to Leeds for Rafinha. But anyway, I just wanted to pack that there. But carry on, please.
I know.
No. But they paid. No. It is not unusual for clubs to pay transfer fees in installments. What are you talking about? It happens all the time. People spread transfer fees.
No be amortization with that.
Exactly. Thank you. You are talking as if amortization is something new in football.
That's all I'm saying.
I did good job.
Garnacho is good.
Let me answer the question. So
Garnacho stay.
Go ahead, Yemi Jare.
Rashford going to Barcelona. I think he will do well. I'm hoping he will do well because he has Hansi Flick. Everybody that came under Hansi Flick last season improved. Every last one of them.
Okay.
Every last one of them improved, and he played well. Sancho, if Sancho goes to Juve, let's just say he goes to Juve, I think it's going to take him a bit, but I think he can do well because he have the space to operate. The defense don't. Defense is good. There's always space in between for him to carve out. And then if he has a good overlapping left back or right back, depending on where they play, I think he will do okay. He will have enough space for him to do whatever he needs to do. That's that. Or provided he has a coach that understands and has a use for a player of his quality. So like if he goes to Juve that needs such players, if he plays on the right, he will have to go against this Conceição. I think.
Okay, well, no, it's not exactly the same.
It might go through. If he plays from the right, he'll be competing with this Conceição. That's going to be hard.
Mm-hmm.
But if he plays from the left, he will have chance. And then playing with Vlahovic, I think that's a good recipe for him. If you create enough chances for Vlahovic, your assist stats is going to go up, which is cool. Garnacho, I think Garnacho is gone. I don't see Garnacho coming back to that dressing room anymore after everything that happened with him and Amorim. Yeah. I think Garnacho is gone. Do I want him to go? Not really, because I don't trust these people to bring in the right. I don't trust us to profile well. But like if Garnacho goes, I think he's gone. Now, depending on where he goes, if he falls under a coach that understands how to use him and can manage, Garnacho has a lot of screw loose in his head. But if he's in a system that works well, he doesn't do that with Argentina because he has a lot of senior players and there's a structure where you know your place from beginning to the end. Yeah. I think if he goes to a club like that and he has a good coach and he chooses to leave him, it's going to be better. Malacia, there's no hope for Malacia in Manchester United. If we can let Ariamas go on loan, Malacia is definitely not coming back. So I think we're going to sell Malacia. I think we'll sell him. We'll sell him for pretty. Or no, I think he goes on loan because I don't think anybody wants to buy him.
Okay.
Even Celtic placed an Kenny Boyd.
Just for context, they are offering him for 15-20 million. Nobody has called anybody yet to just so
Who? Malacia.
Yeah,
How
it's
much do you
around
think
15.
you bought Malacia for?
We bought it for 13 million.
Was it
So
13?
this is so man,
So
you
they're
bought
putting- I
Malacia
think they're
for
putting
10.
10.
You
How
bought
much?
Malacia for 13 million.
13,
You want to sell him
13.
for 15.
Was it 13? Are you sure?
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
it wasn't that much.
actually 13 or 12.
Okay, fair enough. Okay.
It wasn't that much money. But like
Okay.
Celtic don't want him. I think Celtic are going to wait until the end and take him on loan. PSV don't want him because he was in PSV last season. He tried. And Ajax definitely don't want him. Feyenoord don't want him. So, and he's from the Netherlands. Nah, that sucks.
All right. Last topic of the podcast.
You have created a topic.
No, I didn't create it. I found
Oh,
it here.
delete that then. It's old.
Somebody's
It's
washing
old.
machine is imbalanced. They need to go and reload and turn it back on again.
What's happening? What are you talking
That
about?
beeping noise. That's someone's washing machine. Is imbalanced.
Which people noise? We don't
Whose
hear
washing
it.
machine is making
It's your
noise?
internet that's in balance.
Hey, yeah. Okay, quick non-football related question, kind of sorta. If football was not a sport, which other sport would you be passionate about? Trudy, go.
Just FYI, I
Soccer.
forgot to delete this question. This is an old question of like,
Oh, really? Hey, we might as well talk about it.
just let it go. Yeah, just let it
We
go.
might as well talk about it.
He said you should let it go now. Soccer. will
No.
be the
Like,
passion.
talk about it.
Talk about it.
Which other sport would be your passion? Come on, I don't
Yes, if football was not a
know.
thing.
My life. Oh boy,
He said my life is football.
My life will be miserable.
My life is miserable.
He
I
played
don't
and
know
watched
what
it.
else is left. I don't know what else is there, boss. I don't know what else.
Okay.
I'm looking at again, bro. I don't know.
All right. Okay. How about you?
Oh,
Do you have one?
Easy one. I think Ayo, you probably know this answer. American football. I mean, I even think that my love for Green Bay has now surpassed my love for United now.
Hey?
I listen. If Green Bay and United are on at the same time, I'm watching Green Bay 100% of the time. Green Bay is just they're my team, and it's bad weekends when Green Bay and United both lose. When they both lose, then that's just
Okay.
I sad for a few days.
Yemi, I think yours is basketball, right?
Kwame,
Yes, sir.
Kwame,
Oh,
quick
dear.
one. Is there any way
Yeah.
you can just? I see there's some comments coming in. Looks like spam. Can you just block these people from those?
I will. Don't worry. Don't worry. I will
They
block
look
their
like
life.
spam. Just make sure.
I will block their life. Don't worry.
Just
I don't.
look like spam.
I'm seeing
Just trying
them.
to make sure. Yeah,
I'm seeing them.
Please
This
block
one that
it.
is shouting with your comment. I will block your comment.
Yeah, please just block
Man,
it,
this
please.
Trudy, man,
It looks
man,
like
this
spam.
Trudy guy, you be troublemaker, my guy.
Bro, see, they look like spam. You think they raise my BP? Will they affect my BP? This guy, I'm positioning my
Hey,
health.
hey,
this
I have
year,
a
please.
question, Ayo. I have a
beg.
question. I have a question. We need this Trudy guy in our group.
Well, seriously, we need Trudy in our group. One light alive.
I swear to God, if Trudy is in our group, I know him and some people are going to. Man, I'll have to separate
Can't
the fight.
stand. No, Judy can't stand. That's why I've not added him. He can't stand.
Please add him. I need another madman in that group. It can't just be me.
Because I swear to God,
No,
Trudy, I want to see Trudy and Puchigo at it.
Every
Hey,
United loss.
Trudy and Buti and Chuki.
Every
Trudy,
United loss.
brother, man,
You know,
I'll
Trudy,
just
let me
put
tell
the
you guys,
group on
every
all those
United loss to Trudy is like an arrow. Like his hard. Trudy cannot stand. No, he can't stand the heat. He goes off for a while. Like I don't talk to anybody after we lose.
Bro.
It's just like me.
Personal. It takes very personal. So
It's just like me.
Bro.
Wow.
No,
Okay.
I'm not like you, Uncle Kobe. But when I see all the hits that were coming for you at Facebook, and this guy still kept his peace. I said, this guy's a better human being than I am. You're a better human being, though. I swear.
Yeah,
I don't have it.
You're a very interesting person with your
Bro.
thoughts.
I had to
Okay.
seek
Okay.
therapy.
Thank you so much, oh.
Ah.
All right, Yemi, yours is NBA, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Yeah. Ayo, you?
Same thing, NBA.
NBA?
I think I would say it's between NBA and football, NFL. But most
NFL, okay. Mine's probably Formula One.
Yeah, that's
Ayo,
true.
no, Ayo, stop. Hey, no, Jola, I know I have to leave, but Ayo, we all know Jola's sport entirely. That if it's not he loves it above soccer. You know that sport that makes him travel down to Africa.
Conda fire you.
This is a family show, please.
Jesus Christ. My guy delete him.
Oh, I can't hide him back. Where is he at? Oh, there he is. Don't be out here leaking group chats messages. Okay. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. Let me read Linger's comments. Let me just read that.
Why?
Let me just read that. Linger says, "What's up, my people? What's up, Linger? Always good to see you. We hate you, just like we've always hated you. With love, though. With love." No one told me this was a Manchester United episode. Yes, it is a Manchester United episode. You will have yours. You will have yours, and we kindly request that you respect the Manchester United therapy session. Do not invade. Will you break into the top 10 this season? I'm not gonna address that. Read my comments. Hashtag corruption. Hashtag rats in the kitchen. Hashtag toothpaste. I hate this woman.
Jesus Christ.
I wouldn't watch any other sport and my life would be calm and peaceful, to be honest. Facts. Yeah, I don't think Linger would like. Linger likes K-pop though. So if K-pop were a sport, she would be a fan of that.
Or Zumba dancing.
Yeah, it's dancing, exactly. She's a dance queen. She's a dance queen. Songs of Marin. Man, Toby, get out of here, bro.
I remember most of these. As I say on that Facebook group, I remember these names. The amount of comments I reported on Facebook. I reported for racism. I reported for potential terrorist attack. I reported for everything, but nothing. Nobody. Facebook doesn't do anything about these things. I reported all these comments. People out here playing with people's emotions left and right. Bro. I reported comments. I did on Facebook several times.
I'll tell you something. That group has become too much chill. If you know how hot that group was, like 4, 3, 4.
Oh, that group has become chill.
This is
chill. Oh, it's chill now. Oh, it used to be bad. It used to be worse than it is now. Now I think people are like grown and mature, and they have like kids. They have kids. They have better things to do in life.
Things to lose.
Linger says, "Judy, you're crazy."
I remember the name vividly. I remember that name. I put it for racism. So Facebook to catch something. I just put something around there. I didn't Facebook to catch something. I put it there. I remember that name.
All right, guys, we gotta go.
Bro.
Hey, Linger, Toby, thanks for joining us in the comments. Okay, always nice having you. Chudy, thank you for joining as always. And I bet we'll be on a podcast at some point very soon.
All right, take care, everybody.
All right, bye, y'all. Peace.
Bye.
You're watching Footy Fantasy. It is your city thing, go meet your football needs. Banter from rivalries, he sure you go receive. From EPL to Champions League, your eyes go see. It's Footy Fantasy. You're watching Footy Fantasy. Footy Fantasy. It is your city thing, go meet your football needs. Your football needs. Banter from rivalries, he sure you go receive. From EPL to Champions League, your eyes go see. It's Footy Fantasy. Footy Fantasy.